Okay, if someone shows up late to an appointment, how do you feel?
Pissed.
Pissed. Pissed. Pissed. So, if someone comes to you on a very important decision and they have a contract and they brush through the contract and they push you to get it signed right now, how do you feel?
Uncomfortable, and I might walk away. Just like, I'm done with you.
Done with you. Okay, what about you?
Deal's not getting done.
Deal's not getting done.
You come
So I'm pushing you. I'm pushing you hard. I'm trying to get to you. I just blow through the contract. I overlook everything. How does it make you feel?
If I don't want to do it, it's done. Anything you say, it's not happening.
What about you?
I'm not going to make a decision when I'm put on the spot.
So all you slick closers that are going in there, showing up 10 minutes late because you're a diva, right? And you show up 10 minutes late, and you come driving in, in your hot rod car because you're all hot, pulling up, and you sit there, you walk around the house, kind of skip through the whole report thing, and then you pull out a con, give you 80 grand, kind of push, and you try to shove it on them. You lost them. I love these. I love these personality types because this is how, I'm going to tell you, this is how you close a green, right? A green, I love greens. I'm actually all for the personality types now because I've developed over 15 years of doing this, but essentially, greens are great because with greens, the amazing thing is you can show up on time, right? You can actually show up on time and they'll love you because most people don't. And if you're going to be late, you've got to call ahead of time. Say, listen, I really apologize. I know your time is incredibly valuable, but the bottom line is I just got caught up in traffic. I'm going to be a couple minutes. Is that okay with you? I know your time's valuable. And most of the time, if someone does that,
It's good to go.
good to go, right? It's all it takes. Courtesy, communication. So then I've come out to the contract. I spend some time with them. Now, they're rigid, so it's hard to build rapport. So a lot of ways I build rapport is assume rapport. It's a little bit more difficult with the analytical, but how do you identify an analytical? One question you can ask them is say, let me ask you a question, Mr. Seller. When was the last time the AC was serviced? And they're now, right? That's how you can tell, right? So you go, hold on, I got a folder for that. It was serviced and this and that and this, and they're going to bring out the paperwork and you're going, oh, geez, okay, it's a green. That's how you can tell, right? But once you identify that, right, now you're going to show up on time. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go through every single line of the contract and you're going to identify and say, listen, does that make sense? Do you understand that? Can I, is there anything I can explain on that point? And then you're going to go through the contract. Does that make sense? Can I identify anything on the point? That makes sense. Identify. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back and forth with them about that and say, listen, and it's a complete takeaway close. You're basically going to say, listen, you know what? I know your personality type, you love to, read through things. I have time to think about it. So if you want to take the time for it, I do have to make a decision here in the next, 48 hours to this. So, if you could respect that, 48 hours, I really need to make a decision because I got a couple other houses I'm looking at. But you can have time to look at it. You can look at it through if you want. And don't you feel any pressure. If you have any questions, I can be here and answer that for you. And then this, in yellow, depending, is the only personality types you leave your contract. So you can leave them. I want to leave this with you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please call me, right? I'm here for you if you have any questions. 99.9% of all the competition will not do that. And I get this personality type signed every time. Because what happens typically if I go through every detail, they're like, hey, this guy's not hiding anything. And he's no pressure. He's taking it away. Most of the time, if you feel comfortable, you like me, and you feel like you trust me, and I go through every point of the contract, and it's a deal that makes sense to you, would you make a decision right there? What about you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we talk again, you're going to make the deal.
Yeah. So we talk, yeah. So we would make the deal. So I completely take it away. Does that make sense? So how many greens have you lost by not doing that? How much money have you lost?